right, so the Indiana Fever just got like completely decimated by the Atlanta Dream. Brittany Griner and Ryan Howard had an off game as well, but we still lost by 19 points, and we about to get into all of that. But I do just want to let out a little disclaimer first. I want to let this be known that there were some missed shots in this game, and some of the blame goes on the players as well, but the majority of the blame is on the coach today, Stephanie White, and we're gonna jump straight into it. Okay, so in this game against the Dream, only one player hit 2 threes on the Fever this team, and that's Ari McDonald. Ari McDonald is the only role player on the team that hit a couple three-pointers. You're not winning no games like that. Let's rewind to the Austin Kelly game against the Chicago Sky. Every role player hit at least 2 threes, excluding Dantes. So that is literally the example of night and day. And I know you could argue maybe it's the Chicago Sky Venom, maybe an Atlanta Dream plays better defense and they run you off the line better. But no, it's not just that. It's just the action we were getting into generating our three-point shots last game with a new head coach in Austin Kelly. We ain't gonna do too much talking though. Let's just get straight into the film. Right here, you see Aaliyah Boston inside the paint, right near the elbow. You see Kelsey Mitchell about to, who is this? Natasha Howard about to turn around. Tries to get the pass, and Aaliyah has to turn it over. Why? Because she tried to bang in there, down there with Brianna Jones. Aaliyah Boston does not find a lot of success when she's trying to post, just trying to take an isolation post play. Like usually she thrives in actions, along with Kelsey Mitchell as well. Really, any basketball play thrives when you're running actions, but there's only superstars that can really score. Aaliyah is a superstar, but she's getting to that level. She's not a superstar right now, you know. Anyways, you see Natasha Howard trying to find Lexi on the back door as well. 20 seconds into the shot clock, no action being set. Natasha just rushing the play, and this is what you get: a turnover. Like, you know what I'm saying? It didn't stop here. Now you have Ari McDonald. Once again, it was just a lot of immature plays, a lot of rushing the plays. There was no foundation to fall on. The girls felt rattled. It don't feel like that last game against the Sky where we just felt like we were in a flow, where it felt like we had an identity. And this is why I'm saying this is where your coach steps in. Whether you got to call a timeout, whether it's a foul, you got to pull your star to the side during the free throws. Be like, listen, let's try to throw this at them. Even after the halftime break, you should come with your stuff together. Instead, they crumbled after the halftime break. So I'm pretty sure that Stephanie White not only ran what she was running in the first half, but she doubled down on it. You see right here, Ari McDonald trying to dribble by Ryan Howard in a double team right here. Turns it over because there's no screen being set. She's literally in no man's land and nobody's coming to help her. You see Dewana Bonner just hands the ball off to her. But usually a center, Aaliyah, I will have Aaliyah come and set the screen while Natasha relocates to the right corner. And now we have Dewana sliding over to the right wing or Sydney's or to the top of the key and let them operate the left side of the floor. But to have Ari McDonald just play hero ball, this is what you get. Like, it's nothing good that can come from that. And now right here, Ari McDonald again trying to inbound. I don't know why you have the shortest person on the court trying to inbound, but anyways, it is what it is. She turns it over. Like, it's just immature stuff that can be stopped. You know what I'm saying? Ari McDonald once again. Dantes is right here. Now, of course, I could say Ari could have dribbled a little bit more to the right and drew Brittany Griner and let Dantes post up Ryan Howard. But the point is, Ari McDonald, like, they're rattled. It's only 5 seconds into the shot clock. This is proof that there's not an action being run. It's not like they're just playing read and react offense and they're not even at speed. Like, Ari McDonald is in her, game 3 on the team. She's not fully accustomed yet. So to just throw her out there and just tell her to figure it out is kind of crazy, which is why I say stuff like this falls back on the coaches. A timeout has to be called. And I'm not saying Stephanie White didn't call timeouts, but you can't just call a timeout. You have to talk to these players and tell them what actions they're supposed to be running and ask them, do they understand the action that you're supposed to be running, so you can avoid plays like this. Ari McDonald throwing the pass to Dantes and it just getting intercepted and nobody's hustling back besides Lexi. You know what I'm saying? Now look at this. Kelsey Mitchell found some success, and if you remember in the film videos, her and Aaliyah Boston picked up from the Olympic post-Olympic break last year on the success they have. Kelsey Mitchell inside the perimeter, drawing 2, driving kick. Well, she already is driving. Well, she was already inside the perimeter, but she kicked out because she drew 2. Aaliyah Boston takes a wide open 3, and she misses it, of course. But y'all know what I say. I don't care if you miss a shot if it's a high shot selection. This is a high shot selection. I'm cool with Aaliyah Boston taking 10 more of these shots. She's bound to start hitting, right? So it's better than just forcing stuff up. Now look at Kelsey again. Once again, driving, drawing 2 to the ball, kicking to Aaliyah. Aaliyah Boston takes the easy pocket.
Bow, bow, bow.
This is all I'm saying, y'all. I wish I could have brung this up during the live stream because I have a lot of people that was like, most of it fall on the players, but this is what I'm talking about. The majority of this kind of stuff is going to fall on whether you're running a good system or whether your players know what they're doing. Not just, go out there and play basketball. That's not gonna work. You're not winning 4 quarters of basketball in a professionals like that. Once again, Aaliyah Boston in the paint against Brianna Jones. What is she doing? Spins, and what happened? She throws it all the way over the rim. Like, I promise you, almost 9 times out of 10, every time they don't run an action, you're going to get something negative out of it. We don't have the superstars on our team yet. We don't have the talent to just play bully ball and play iso ball. Kaylin is not even on the floor for you to feed off the gravity and do stuff like this. Aaliyah could have done, Aaliyah could have done something like this against an Angel Reese, which she did last game, but you're not doing that against a Brianna Jones. I'm sorry, Aaliyah. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they're all collapsing on you. Aaliyah Boston. Now look, this is not gonna work. Like, this is not gonna. I don't care if it's Brianna Jones, Brittany Griner. This hero ball right here, no actions being run, no pin downs being set. You know what I'm saying? Just nobody's running actions. Everybody just stagnant. Like, look, Aries on the right wing, Natasha's in the paint with us, Lexi's crashing, Sydney's not even in the frame. Like, this don't even look good. This is why this game was so boring to watch along. It was fun because we was live and we was making it fun. But I'm talking about as far as watching the game, it was just a boring game all around because what are we watching? This is a bad product. Like, you know? And now what you got here? Aaliyah Boston and Dawana Bonner operating a two-man game. Aaliyah holds the screen. And y'all know what I say. Every time Aaliyah holds the screen, what happens? Good things come out of it. She slips it. Ryan Howard on the seal. Aaliyah pocket layup.
Bow, bow, bow.
Like, she catches it in the pocket, goes up for an easy layup. That's what I love from Aaliyah. Whenever she is running actions, whenever she's in an action, her and Kelsey is in an action, good things come almost every time. Right here, you got Ari McDonald finding Aaliyah Boston. What happens here? Makes her jump, makes Brittany Griner jump, and she misses, right? But I just love the look that she generated from this. This all started from one action right here, right? One action. Aaliyah Boston DHO to a screen, right? Although she didn't catch her on the screen good, it was enough to make Brittany Griner try to hedge the layup from Ari McDonald because Ari's speed is that explosive. So that commands attention, and you can feed off of that. So Aaliyah Boston, if Dawana Bonner would have just stayed relocated to the right wing or the right corner, Aaliyah would have had a wide open shot. This is another thing, another room for improvement, floor spacing. You have to improve on all these little things if you intend to beat a team like the Atlanta Dream. Aaliyah did, you know what I'm saying? She made a good move out of it and picked up a foul, but it's just the point of floor spacing and just running actions in the first place. If Dawana wasn't there, Aaliyah would have took that pop. But let's talk about Aaliyah Boston once again trying to bang in the paint. It's like we were taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back. She's in the paint, trying to bang against Bree Jones. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Like, it's not gonna work. You might get lucky once, might get lucky twice, but it's sustainable. We like sustainable basketball over here. Y'all know that. Kelsey Mitchell in another action. Aaliyah DHO screen. Kelsey mid-range shot. Kelsey Mitchell. Now, of course, I'm gonna play that sound right now and get it out early because Kelsey Mitchell, we got a lot to talk about with you. Look at Kelsey Mitchell right here. Aaliyah Boston sets a beautiful Gortat screen on for Kelsey Mitchell. A Gortat screen is basically when you set a screen in the paint for your whoever can finish, right? It's a better way to explain it, but just for the sake of this, let's get by it. Kelsey wide open, Aaliyah sealing off Brianna Jones. Beautiful layup, beautiful screen. Now this is where Kelsey got ahead of herself. Whew. Everybody brace themselves. Kelsey Mitchell trying to play hero ball, once again picking up from last year. Now, of course, sometimes I'm cool with it. When Kelsey's on the heater, she's on the heater. But when you're trying to find your rhythm, these are not the shots we want you taking, Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? Dantes didn't even hold the screen. Then you got Dantes once again setting the screen for Kelsey Mitchell. What does Kelsey do? Just pay attention. Like, literally right here, Dantes could have spaced out. And what does this play look similar to? This looks similar to when Dawana Bonner was rotating around Aaliyah Boston on the pop, right? Where Kelsey Mitchell was here and Aaliyah was over here, right? On the nail. But this is different. This is Dantes this time. And Ari McDonald is sliding her puppies to Dantes' side. It's like we have to prioritize floor spacing. Like, Ari is in a corner right now, right? One screen set. Ari has to just stay corner. Ari, you stay corner. That's perfect for the whole offense. Because now Dantes gets to roll right here and stop at the three-point line while you're corner, forcing Tahina Papa to pick up either Ari or Dantes. You have to make them choose one. But if you roll right behind Dantes, now you allow the defender to play both of y'all at once. And now Kelsey is forced to take a tough layup over Brittany Griner. And she's not forced to, but this is what she's going to do anyway. Like, you know, we got to do better here. Now what we got? Bonner and Kelsey. Kelsey Mitchell trying to force another layup once again. What is she doing? Once again. The actions were not there. This is why I'm saying you have to start utilizing your timeouts. It's the third quarter. There's no reason why you should have 5 timeouts left in the third quarter when you're watching this as a coach. This is another example of why I say this falls on the coach. Now, of course, like I said, every single thing does not fall on the coach, but the majority blame, the majority of the blame goes to Stephanie White tonight. We saw what they could look like in the last game with the Chicago Sky. But let's continue. Kelsey Mitchell, look at this right here. Aaliyah Boston set in a great screen, held it. Kelsey is driving, forcing Brittany Griner to container while she's in drop coverage. Aaliyah Boston pops out, knowing Brittany Griner's in drop coverage. So Kelsey Mitchell takes the pull up because Griner is not contesting her. Beautiful shot by Kelsey Mitchell. That's what I'm saying. When they run actions, good things come from it 90% of the time. Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston set in the screen, but she forces the shot right there. Like, that's the thing about it. Aaliyah held the screen, but there's nothing good that came from it. You have to force, generate something else. Whether it's keep driving, keep doing something, not forcing a tough three like this. Not forcing a tough three like this. Shooting over the defense at that. The defense recovered. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to find a contingency for the contingency. Right here, Aaliyah Boston sets the first screen. She got over that one. Now you're supposed to go over there and try to just zigzag. Go left, right. Find something else. Maybe give it to Aaliyah and initiate a DHO. But don't settle for a contested three, Kelsey. Like, she's all in your face right now. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot. Like, this game, though, and then Kelsey Mitchell, once again, dribbling through the trees, trying to play hero ball, but the game was almost out of reach by this point. I mean, it was out of reach by this point. Kelsey's trying to dribble through the trees, resets the ball. You would think she would pass it, but nope, she tries to force it in again and gets rejected. Like, I don't know how much more we can watch of this. Let's watch one more. Damaris Dantes, like, this is another example of how much miscommunication was going on the floor. There was no action being called by the coach. They was initiating their own offense. Literally, look at the shot clock. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Damaris Dantes catches the ball. You would think they're running that action with Ari and Dantes. But no, what Dantes doing, she's like, what's going on? Why is Bonner diving? Lexi, come over here. What am I looking for? So you see Dantes is running with her hand out. Like, when people do that, you can see the confusion. Like, what are we doing? Lexi or Dantes was supposed to set a pin down for Lexi. Something was supposed to be going on here. This is so sloppy. You're not winning no games playing sloppy offense like this. Bonner was supposed to set a pin down right here for Lexi, so Lexi can curl off it. So by the time Dantes comes, Dantes and Lexi can meet over here by the left wing, and maybe Lexi curls around for an open three, and Dantes pops out or roll. Like, it's so much things you can initiate. But Dantes, the Bonner is relocating where? To the right corner where Sydney is? There's no space for you because Aries on the right wing. So Bonner was just out of it right here. Lexi Hall forced to take a tough shot, which you could argue was a good look, but it is what it is. Anyways, that was the film. Let's go hand out some awards while we're at it. I know y'all like Venom. What awards? It is what it is. Let's hand out some awards, man. So right now, we're going to talk about the FIBA checklist. Y'all already know the minimum shots for the FIBA checklist is 70 shot attempts, and you can see we clearly failed that. We went 1 for 5 today. 70 field goal attempts, we failed that. We attempted, let me pull it up. So we did not attempt 70 field goal attempts. Right here, I'm looking at it. We attempted 58 field goal attempts. The threshold is 20 team assists for number 2. Guess what? We failed that as well. And guess what? We didn't even come close. We had 13 assists. 13 assists off 21 field goals made, and we had 11 turnovers as a team, which brings us to our next one. Under 13 team turnovers. Now, of course, that's expected when you have a low-scoring game like that, but it is what it is. 58 to 77. I'll live with it. It is what it is. 15 fast break points for number 4. Guess what? The Fever only had, 2 fast break points as a team. You're not winning any game. I don't care if you're playing this Connecticut Sun, and we lost to them too, so I don't even know why I'm saying that. Like, we're worse than them right now. That's what it's looking like. But the big 3 combining for 60 points, obviously, is not going to happen with Caitlin Clark out. Can't wait to see that one get checked off as well. We went 1 for 5, a stinker today. That brings us to our next one, the MVP, Natasha Howard. Yes, Natasha Howard had a little sleeper game. 15 points, 10 rebounds with 2 blocks a game. Being the 2 blocks in this game, being the Fever's MVP for today. Let's move on to the next one, the X Factor. Ari McDonald, 14 points, 2 assists, and 2 3-pointers made. Listen, man, this is an ugly win. I wasn't even contemplating on doing this video, but I was like, you know what, I got to, just to let people know that this wasn't fully on the players, even though Kelsey Mitchell was being the ball hog for a little bit here and there. For the most part, it was because of Stephanie White not calling timeouts, not you know what I'm saying, speaking to the girls, whatever message she was saying in the halftime locker room, she need to throw that conversation in the trash and figure out a new tactic to get to these girls. Because whatever she was telling them at the halftime, it was not working, you know. But listen, if you enjoyed this, smash the like button, smash the sub button. Although we lost, it still helps me out. I appreciate y'all so much, and I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Let's go, man. Hopefully CC is playing. I miss you, CC.
C22.